Dragon Ball. What if I was in Dragon Ball Super? Technically, this is the Dragon Ball Super remake. I want to fix that up. That was pretty boring. It was just me and Origin singing, and I kept putting too many parts on it. I want to give an interesting story and an end story. Alright, people? Let's get into it. So, one day, Christian is on Earth training with Vegeta in the sky. They're both training in Super Saiyan 2. They keep on clashing fists, and it's shockwaves flying by. Out of nowhere, they clash kicks. Christian says, "Ah!" going into his ultimate form, kicking Vegeta, flying back. He goes, "Ugh!" Christian drops out of ultimate, going right back into Super Saiyan. Rushing towards him, going, "Tch!" These two start to clash, going, Vegeta says, "Gallic Gun!" Christian says, "Tyrant Lancer!" If you don't know what Tyrant Lancer is, it's basically a thing. It's basically a one-handed Kamehameha, but it's a blast that Bardock used. Okay, he says, "Legendary Kamehameha!" He lies and puts it's like a yellow Kamehameha going, blasting. They both clash and then they explode. Beerus sees this when he arrives and says, "So those two Saiyans are here." They go, Beerus is actually kind of impressed at what they're doing. He says, "Vegeta, isn't that him?" He points down and says, "Oh." They immediately fly down and bow down. He says, "Hello, Lord Beerus." Christian, with no manners at all, says, "Yo, what's up, Lord Beerus?" Vegeta says, "Don't talk to a god like I." Says, "I don't care." He says, "Wow, this guy's got spunk." He says, "Oh, I could destroy you all in one single hit." He says, "Well, I'm not gonna let you do that." He goes, "Ah!" going into Legendary Super Saiyan, saying, "You're not hurting anyone around here." He goes, and rushes towards him, actually dealing a big punch on Beerus' face, sending him flying. He goes, "Oh, this is a good challenge for Lord Beerus." Landing big punches, but Beerus is basically blocking them all. He is going, "Ah, ah, ah." Then when he goes for a punch, he switches it out for an energy blast, blasting Beerus up. He goes, "Ah!" Keep on swinging. Everyone's like, even Vegeta's like, he's actually fighting Lord Beerus evenly. We says, "Oh no, this is not even Lord Beerus' 50%. Lord Beerus is at 1% right now." Christian goes and breaks through Beerus' guard, going, "Ah!" Then he appears right behind him with an energy blast, but Beerus spins around and kicks Christian in the face. He goes, "God!" Spinning him around, throwing him into a wall. He goes, "Damn it!" and slides. And basically, Beerus would appear right in front of him saying, "Hakai." About to erase him, Christian dodges the Hakai out of the way and grabs Beerus' face and plunges him into the water and slams him down on the ground, saying, "You will not destroy me!" Christian starts to feel a little bit of being erased, but then he uses more power to reverse the effects. He goes, "Ah!" Even further power, beating up Beerus. With flurries of punches and kicks, it's really doing a lot to Beerus. He's going, but then Beerus would come with one single strike, sending him flying onto the boat, breaking into it, sending him flying down. Then he would come in, Vegeta would come in, and then go for his fight. Vegeta would go into Super Saiyan 2 and go and fight. He'd go and punch him in the gut, actually doing one single hit, then using a Gallic Gun at point-blank range. This, of course, does nothing. Then Goku arrives, and they have to get the Super Saiyan God ritual done. Beerus decides that Goku should get it. We're going original. They need 6 Saiyans. And what do they have? Oh, 6 Saiyans. I keep on leaving out Broly because Broly's not going to be there till the end because Broly's training by himself. Basically, they're going to be training. He goes, so the person who would be getting it is Goku. When they'd fight, this would go perfectly normal in canon because Goku. He's the same strength as in canon. So Beerus would not be acceptant, but then he'd be hit by a big kick to the face. going, "Gah!" Christian says, "I'm here too," in his legendary Super Saiyan form. He goes, "Ah!" Rushing towards Beerus, crushing his arm, sending him flying back, going, "Ah! I'll never lose to you." Then creates a mouth beam, shooting it at Beerus. Beerus would just create a Hakai ball and shoot it, and it would just destroy his mouth beam. Chris would just jump up in the air and use an energy blast, shooting at Beerus, but it's not really doing a lot to Beerus Boy. Goku would rush at him, saying, "Dragon Fist!" going for a Dragon Fist. This would do a lot. This would cut through Beerus' Hakai. Then with Christian right behind him, going, "Kamehameha!" blasting through the beam, and Goku jumping over the beam so it doesn't hit him, and then it hits Beerus. What do you mean, question mark? Basically, he would just be going like, so basically, with the fight, but Beerus would just go full power this time, going into 80%. Then the fight would change a lot. The two of them would be bodied, and that's just going to be the end of Battle of Gods. Because Battle of Gods is pretty good, but no, I'm not in the mood to do that much for it. Next, Resurrection F. Goku, Vegeta, and Christian will go train on Beerus' world. Goku would know after a while, and basically this would all go normal when Frieza attacks. When Frieza attacks, they would go the same because like no one else has been training, but Broly would be there this time because Broly wants to defend his planet. He's like, "Nah, bro, I'm a part of this planet too. I ain't gonna let this crab get destroyed. Nah." So when the fight starts with Broly and Frieza, Broly would instantly go into Legendary Super Saiyan and start to body Frieza in his final form. Now Frieza would not stand a chance against Broly in this until Frieza goes into Golden and the fight changes. With one shot with a kick from Frieza, sends Broly flying into a wall. Everyone is scared now of what Frieza can do. They're like, "Oh no, we're not going to be able to win against this guy." Frieza would appear right in front of Broly with an energy blast, sending him flying through more rocks. He'd go, "No!" Out of nowhere, Frieza would shoot one energy ball at him, but Paragus would jump in the way for Broly. And that would be the end of Paragus. Paragus would die. I guess Paragus kind of would die from that energy blast. And that's going to be it for Paragus. Broly, seeing this, goes into full power Legendary Super Saiyan. That's what he used in the Broly movie. He goes, "Da, da, da," going into his full power state, crushing Frieza, punching him right in the stomach. Then like an animal, charges forward and punches him super hard. Broly would be absolutely destroying him with full force, waiting for the three Saiyans to arrive to actually help out, while Broly is just destroying Frieza out here. Some people are happy that he's defeating Frieza. Some of them are worried about Paragus because he just died, and worried about Broly because he might just kill everyone. He's just boxing up everyone. He's just boxing up Frieza, going bam, 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 destroying Frieza. Frieza in his full power state doesn't even do anything. He can't, in his literal golden form, can't do anything about it. He's just getting beat up. Until like an hour later, Frieza's still enduring the beating up. The three Saiyans, the three main Saiyan. Dang, I didn't even start a battle. The three main Saiyans get ready, and they arrive. The three of them instantly go into Super Saiyan Blue, into their new form, Super Saiyan Blue. Quickly, Vegeta would rush, and Vegeta would be watching Frieza being destroyed by Broly until Frieza goes into 100% and kicks Broly into a wall, knocking him out. He'd be like, Broly would be sent flying, and then it's Vegeta's turn. Vegeta would fly in with a wild hunt with a right hook, sending Frieza flying up in the air, then flying up and accidentally Frieza down to the ground, then appearing right below Frieza, kicking him. And then he flies up to the air, spreads his arms out and puts them together and flies down like a superhero, hitting Frieza. Then he says, Gallic! Charging up a Gallic gun, Frieza would get a blast ready to destroy the Earth. Christian says, nope! It says, Ka, and does a one-handed breaker energy wave, shooting it, blasting through Frieza's energy blast. Then Vegeta finishes charging up his Gallic gun and kills Frieza, ending off Frieza. This is a better ending than I did last time with just... Like, this is a much better ending. With Vegeta actually killing Frieza this time. Boom, boom, boom. Next is the Universe 6 tournament. Broly would need more training, so he would go to Beerus's planet. But before that, they would revive Paragus, so Broly would actually calm down so he wouldn't kill everyone. When Paragus is there, Paragus isn't actually dead. He's still alive somehow. He's got the slightest bit of life in him, and that brings him up. And they give him a Sensu Bean, healing Paragus all the way, and giving a Sensu Bean to Broly. Everyone's all ready. They're like, yeah, boy. I'll be right back. I need a water. Okay, I got my water. Let's get back into it. So, when one day Champa would arrive and declare he wants a tournament, they'd go to test out their foods and all that crap. The egg being pretty good, but it's also not, because I don't really like eggs. If they're hard-boiled or soft-boiled, I don't like them. I only like scrambled. Chris would not appreciate the egg. He's like, ew, that egg is disgusting. Yuck. And, well, I actually literally like ramen, so yeah. Except the ramen from Dragon Ball doesn't exist in the real world, since that's, well, actually it does, but it's like from Japan. Because I'm pretty sure that's where the Dragon Ball universe takes place. Moving on to the tournament. But Christian will be training with Supreme Kai for a little bit to mold his ki into a blade. This would really be good. Once he finally masters a ki blade, he's pretty good. His Keyblade base form is like a blue Keyblade. When it's Super Saiyan Blue, it's like a really deep blue. When he's in God, it's red. When he's in Super Saiyan, it's yellow. Moving on to the Universe 6 tournament. The team is Broly, Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, and Christian, the 5 Saiyans. Beerus wouldn't really need to hire Monaka, because Monaka doesn't really need to be needed. Let's just get started with the fight. First thing is Goku versus Botama. Goku would easily body Botama. Next, Goku versus Frost. Goku would actually lose to Frost in the normal timeline. Next, Piccolo versus Frost. Piccolo would lose as well. Then it would be Broly versus Frost. Broly actually, with his good eyesight, sees somehow that Broly announces that Frost is cheating, but he still wants to fight. They agree with that, and they choose one person to help to go back in since Frost cheated. Piccolo tells him to choose Goku because Goku is much stronger than he is. Broly agrees and chooses Goku to come back in. But Broly is still fighting. Broly, with one shot in Super Saiyan, punches him straight out of the ring. He goes, ha! Next, Broly versus versus Vegeta. Broly would not find a way, but then, because Broly would actually lose this fight, because he can't think of any insults. But knowing his father being a giant insulter, because he hates someone, he calls him pizza nipples. Look, I needed a name for a nickname or something, and I couldn't think of one, so when I searched up a Salad Saiyan video, yeah, shout out to Salad Saiyan, he does really good videos, I found a random one, and I was like, yeah, I'd choose that one. So, he just calls them Tin Can. I'm gonna get sad, and Broly finishes off with a giant Kamehameha. Next, Cabba versus Broly. Broly wouldn't know how to teach Super Saiyan to Cabba, but he tells Cabba that it's about anger and rage. Broly says, I'll kill everyone you... Broly with a anger look says, I'll kill everyone you know if you don't turn into it. Cabba gets scared, but then he gets angry and turns into a Super Saiyan. Christian says, well, wow, Broly, that was a really good technique. Broly with one punch sends him flying out of the ring in Legendary Super Saiyan. Next, Broly versus Hit. Broly and Hit would be pretty much even, but Hit would have the advantage. Hit with one shot knocks Broly straight out. He goes, next, Vegeta. Vegeta at full power, going into Super Saiyan bodying. But then they would fight. Vegeta had the edge at first, but then he'd lose another with a time skip, jump force. Jump skip. Time skip, jump spike. Ending off, Vegeta. Next, Goku! Okay, we're not gonna go with Goku. Christian arrives in the ring. He goes, what's up, everybody? I'm here. Ooh, ooh. I'm kidding. So when he jumps in the ring, he says, hey, Vegeta, got any tips? He says, Vegeta does his original line saying, don't lose, Kakarot. Well, no, because my character's name isn't Kakarot, so it doesn't really work. He goes straight into Super Saiyan Rose, because that's his brand new form. He goes, wait, hold on, I actually have the music for it, so I'll just do that. I ain't gonna get no copyrighted. You question the words of the mighty Jimmy? Here we go. He goes.
It's much more like you're just the appetizer. That's right. But while you've trained to an incredible degree, you remain nothing more than a mortal being.
Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
This is it, Saiyans, for the sake of our most glorious project.
Alright, so basically,
This is it, Saiyans, for the sake of our most glorious project. You will die today.
I have to use that. So he goes, so he starts talking. He says, or when he powers up, he says, he tells this one line to him. He tells one line to Hit. He says,
For the sake of our most glorious project. You will die today.
going into his full Rose state. Going into Rose, blitzing him, kicking him straight in the stomach. Hit would go flying. Chris would appear right behind him saying, you're just the appetizer. Then cuts him right through the stomach going, Gah! Then flying towards him going, ah! With one shot to the stomach sends him flying. And it just keeps on bodying him. Hit would keep on improving while they fight. They go, ah! We really need some Rose music out here. Oh, I got a comment. Oh yeah, that was 13 minutes ago. We really need some Rose music for this, so. Fine, we'll use this. Basically, during the fight, he's just bodying hit with the fight actually clashing, going. He says this one word. He says these one sentence. Incredible degree. You lay nothing more than a lowly animal. And then he says Super Saiyan Rose Christian Black. Glorious project. I love this. I also love this one. It's Saiyans. Give us a glorious project. Close your eyes, shut your mouth. Whatever. He's just absolutely destroying. Well, actually, he's tied with Hit, actually. When Hit at his full power, they start to go even farther into their depth potential. Going, boom, 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 boom. And Christian ends it off with the most amazing move that I've ever thought of. Well, actually, I've never thought of it. Here it is, people. This is Christian talking. And Hit. And then Christian says, and starts to say, and then with a final punch, he says, "For our glorious project, you will die today." With one full power energy fist, punches Hit, and a crater in the ground appears, sending Hit right outside of the ring, knocking him out, going, "Yeah!" And that's gonna be it for this video.